Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto Channel. How you guys doing this morning? There's my camera. Whoops. A little technical things going on this morning. Hope you're all good. Let me know about the music. Let me know if the music is too loud, not loud enough. Guys, we're in and out of trades all morning long. Salt Chain is ready for a trade. We have been trading all freaking morning long in the VIP Discord. Let some folks pile in. We'll go over some of those trades, and I got a special giveaway possibly today. So we'll talk about all that in just a minute. How everybody doing this morning? Hopefully you're good. Moving some things around here, guys. Let's see. We got Max. Good morning. Thanos morning. Max, thank you for the VIP Discord trades. I'm up over 1,000 already today. Nice job, brother. Up over 1,000. I knew somebody was paying attention in the Discord. Y'all quiet in there in the early morning hours, but I'm up rocking and rolling. Okay, good. Sounds good. All right, great. Perfect. We're coming on a little bit earlier today because, because price is moving, and I know you folks want answers, so we're going to kind of get on here. That way we can let people get in and be ready to rock at the U.S. Open. We'll see what happens. We've had a major pump today. Should have been, well, nothing was expected. It was CPI day. But we knew when we got into this area that it would be fast pump. Let's just see. We'll wait. I have an opinion on what I think is about to happen, and I'll let you know that in just a moment. Anybody else take any of my trades this morning? Anybody besides Max, who's up $1,000, a G note already? Anybody else take these trades? Y'all know I'm posting them in the mornings. I got absolutely rugged on one. I lost 150 bucks on a short that I was up a few bucks. I really try to front run CPI. Could go up, could go down. Thanos took a short just before, made 155. Good job. I just got stopped out of the short. I gave you the short, or I gave you my short in the VIP. I'll show you in a minute. I just got stopped out. I think I made 300 or 400 on it. Made over $1,000 on the pump. But I was in a short. We'll go over in just a second. We'll let a couple more people get in here. Now I'll have to go back to the drawing board on this chart. Everything on the chart is null and void. It's already been hit and taken. Dang, I was prepared for a good stream and this thing popped off already. But we knew that. We knew CPI was today. We knew it was coming. It's about one more minute, guys, and we're going to jump into it. Got a poll going, guys. Let me know. CPI is already in. It was good. Do we pump? Do we dump a U.S. Open? Or both? All right, guys, let's jump right in. U.S. market opens in about 4 minutes, so we'll go ahead and hop in, take a look. We just got stopped out of a trade. Let's go over some housekeeping here. Let's show some trades, because I know you people want to make sure that I'm doing what I say I'm doing. So what do we got this morning? Even though I do post this in Discord. So let's take a look at yesterday. We got the challenge going on in there. My man Brad Armstrong, by the way. Let's go look at that, guys. I don't know if y'all caught this. I posted this. Congrats to Brad Armstrong, challenge member, VIP Discord member. He submitted me his P&L card. He started with $1,000 and he's up to $4,200. So that's almost a 4x in 3 days on. And Brad, if you're watching, you're probably way more up than that if you caught the trades this morning. But yeah, almost a 4x on his account in 3 days. Now he does have a little advantage. He's in the VIP Discord, so the challenge members get one good trade a day, and so far they've been killer. We made well over $1,000 on the one given yesterday and today. But Brad is also in VIP, so he gets all of them. Thanos, look at you, man, taking the short that I gave in VIP Discord. Let me tell you what I'm talking about, folks. So we took the long. I told everybody we went long good CPI. We all rode that. We knew that. Easy trade. Then I said, good trade, y'all. Hope you took it. I am short 89.1, and I did, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So I let them know, showed the P&L cards from overnight. This was at 5 a.m. I got up in here. Told them the trades I took last night. I showed them the P&L card from yesterday. We made over $3,000 yesterday, guys. But y'all knew that. Y'all are following the trades yesterday. In the middle of the night, I got up twice. I made 234 bucks on one trade and 254. So what is that? 500 bucks between a short and a long in the night. These are just on Bjorn indicator signals, by the way. I was like one eye in it, but with one eye I could see a red and green dot. So I took those, flipped to a smaller time frame to manage it, and when the smaller time frame, like when I took the short, I think I took this on a let me just teach you guys. This is so important. So I took a, I don't even know where it is. It's in here somewhere. But I gave them the 12-hour Bjorn short, and here I just said I closed out the Bjorn short when the 4-hour fired off a green dot. So I entered a blind short on this 12-hour Bjorn red dot, okay? And I told them at the time I took it, I can't find it. It's in all this jumbled mess. I told them at the time that I was going to drop to the 4-hour time frame to manage that trade, okay? And I did. And it's not it wasn't a big trade, but you know, it's something. I mean, 230 bucks is something, right? So as soon as that 4-hour Bjorn, if you're not familiar with Bjorn, that is my personal indicator that I created. It's right down here. It is, the green and red dots are not the same as Cypher. They're a little different. They're better. So I took it on this 12-hour red dot, wherever it was. I don't even remember where it was. I took it, and then I flipped to the 4-hour. And when that 4-hour flipped green, I exited my short on the 12-hour because I knew momentum was changing, and I entered a long on that green Bjorn, and I made 250 on that. So just between, I had no intention of doing that, but between me flipping to manage my short, I flipped to the 4 to manage it. I wound up picking up another 250 on the long that I got from that. So 500 bucks in the night while I was half asleep. Kind of him-hauled around in and out of a few trades this morning. And then we hit the biggie. Let's take a look at those real quick. That's the VIP Discord, guys. Let's take a look at those real quick. Although I've posted them already. I don't know which one this one is. This is the biggie. This is CPI data. Made 1,300 bucks on CPI data. Exited that at 89.2. On the way back down at 89.1, I hit the short. I don't know which one this one is. That's one I showed you from Discord earlier. There's total profits from yesterday, 3,100 bucks. I know you guys like to see this, and I don't blame you. And here's where I shorted after the pump. Picked up 300 bucks. I'm already stopped out of that short. I wish I weren't, because guys, I think we're headed down. And I'll tell you why. But even though it's good news, I'll tell you. We'll go over that in a second. Anyway, made 300 bucks. So I don't even know what we're up today. We're up a lot. We're up like $2,000 on the day already. $3,000 yesterday, $2,000 today. Join the VIP Discord. All right, guys. So check it out. Here's what I want to do before we jump in. One more thing, guys. YouTube channel. Let's refresh. Let's refresh. We're at 498 subscribers. And listen, a lot of people think small channel, new trader, inexperienced, don't know what they're doing, and that's just not the case here, guys. I've been trading for over 10 years. I'm just not a YouTuber. You know what I mean? So I finally decided I would get into trying this out, but it doesn't mean we're an inexperienced channel, and I think my VIP Discord and my numbers speak for themselves. So what I want to do, guys, here you got two parameters here. I want to get this on this stream to 500 subs, so share and like the video, okay? I want to get to 500 subs. I also want you to put a 1 in the chat if you want to be registered, because if we get 500 subs, if we get 2 more subs up to 500 real subs, not bot fake subs, I'm going to give away 500 USDT live on this stream today, but only to those people who put a 1 in the chat. Otherwise, I'm not going to know who's here, so I'm not going to know who to add to the Wheel of Destiny. So yeah, let's try to get this up, guys. Let's get to 500. like and share the video, refer your friends. I just want 2 more subscribers. That's all I want. And you guys will be added. So we'll do that in just a little bit if we get the extra 2 subs. Max said he referred 2 people to VIP. Will I get the extra $1,000 entries? That's something separate than what we're doing now, but yes. So guys, what we're doing now, we're trying to pump up our Discord members, VIP Discord members. So for everyone you refer now until Monday, you get a referral entry for yourself, and they will also get a referral entry. So we'll be giving away $1,000 there. So Max, if you referred 2 people, I'll go verify this morning. I haven't looked at any of that this morning. If you referred 2 people and they sign up for VIP, you will have 3 entries into the $1,000 a Monday. 1 for you and 1 for each of your referrals, and they will each have 1 entry for themselves. So you'll have 3. Okay. Thank you for that, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, let's like and share the stream. Let's get to 500 subs. We only need 2 more subs, and we're going to give away 500 on the stream today. But you have to put a number 1 in the chat so I know to add you to the wheel. Let's take a look at price action, see what's going on. We've had enough intro here. Is the market open yet? It is. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm hesitant to try this usual 5-minute trade deal at US Open. I'm really hesitant. Okay, I'll mark it out for you guys, but it's just a different kind of day, if that makes any sense. It's a different kind of day. We've already had this crazy price action, but we'll take a look. We're watching this 5-minute candle. When it closes out, we will see what happens at the 8:45 mark, which is what we're really looking for. Let me set my alarm so I don't miss 8:45 like I did Friday and Monday and totally miss our trades. Feels good, guys. So listen, guys, we made $3 grand yesterday. What time is it? 8:30 Central Time, and we're up over $2 grand today. I could go do whatever I want the rest of the day. Nothing else matters. Go hang out with the wife, go work out, go to dinner, play with the kids, whatever. Well, I mean, you can't beat this job. This is the job we chose, guys. This is the job we chose. Helping you guys get financial freedom. Couple more minutes left on this candle, guys. Let's see where we're at on the kind of the bigger-ish picture, the medium time frame picture. So let me extend this over. We're fighting right now. We're just above this little value area that we've been trading in for really kind of since the weekend. We've been in this little value area. Let's look at the bigger value area. We kind of just broke into it. You can see we broke into it, so that would naturally tell us if we can hold in here. Next stop would be point of control at about 91.4. Let me go to the Bybit chart. Point of control there, yeah, right at 91.4. But, I'm not saying it won't happen, but I would like to close this daily inside of this value area before I bank on that, because the pump into this was caused by a report which could easily pump right back out of this. So I would not bank on this point of control getting hit yet. I would want to see this daily candle be closed inside of this. Did I get a notice that we have a daily green dot? It must have disappeared. I think I got one. We got a 16-hour green dot, but not on Bjorn. So be careful here, guys. This is one of those that can turn around on you fast. Already has started turning around you. All right, here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I'm really looking for, guys. We may not get it, but do you see what we've been doing all morning? Look at the bottom here, set at 1 a.m. this morning, right here, okay? Boom. What time is that? Is that 1 a.m.? I think that's 1 a.m. No, it's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. yesterday, the bottom was set in. Where's Asia's low? Right here. There's Asia low, okay? It has not been taken, okay? The U.S. low from yesterday has not been taken, okay? The bigger picture low over here has not been taken. Let me put on the US low from yesterday. Boom. None of those have been taken. If you come take the US low, you're going to take this low for sure. So the US low is really irrelevant. Matter of fact, let's just get rid of it. Okay, guys. Here's where we are. We have not taken those. All right. What else do you see that is problematic? Anybody recognize anything that's problematic? This entire move up has been a nice stair step. Nobody complained. We made a lot of money, but no liquidity has been taken from any of these lows. None of them. And you know what happens if we were to come back into these and even break the first one. If you don't immediately SFP up out of there, and I mean immediately SFP out of there, as in just grab the liquidity from this one here and move back to the upside. If you don't do that immediately, you are fixing to domino effect down through all of these, okay? Right into our box. And I think this is going to happen today. So I could be wrong. But anytime you see a setup like this and then you get a news-driven pump on a normal day, this would have done something like this, come reclaimed most of it, and then maybe made its way out of here, something like that. But it didn't. So we have a lot of liquidity built up in here. Okay, guys? A lot of liquidity. Be careful. This is what I'm looking for. If I hate that we're moving down right now. I wish this opening candle would have moved up because I really wanted a short at 845 to come take all this. What we want to see is this come back up right now, and at 845 see the flip over to the downside and enter a short, and hopefully fast move up, fast move down this thing. That would be ideal. Still 498, guys. Need 2 more subs. Y'all need to be sharing and liking this sucker. I'm giving away $500 today if we get it. Guaranteed. Smart got our first candle. This is dangerous though, guys. This is dangerous. Smart got our first 5-minute candle. There's the high. And there's the low. I'm going to erase this fib. We've already taken out the 618 and 786. We've already taken this daily level out. In fact, we've taken all this out. There we are, guys. I do want to put a line here at the top. No, I don't. We'll just leave it like this. We don't want to confuse it. This is perfect. Moving back up. I want to see a fast flip the switch coming up at 845 to the downside. I'd like to come a little higher. I'd like to come recover half of this wick here and short the hell out of this thing. Come back up to this 786. That's what I'd really like to see. All right there. I don't know if I'll get it though. I mean, this thing could rip to the upside, guys. You do have some room. We have some targets to the upside. We nailed this target yesterday. We had this red box on here. We nailed it. But we have some targets above there. We're technically inside the range. So next stop, the law of the volume profile says next stop is point of control, which is 91.4, 91.3, 91.4-ish. I don't think we get it. Not today, but here's the CPI I forgot to show you. You guys already knew. Red means bearish for the US dollar, bullish for assets. Mañana, is that how you say it? I speak French. I don't speak Spanish. I actually speak French. I took 9 years of French. Tomorrow we have PCE. Same time, same channel, 7:30 a.m. Central Time. This will be a biggie. It won't be as big as CPI today, but it is a biggie. So you'll have some reaction, some good volatility off of this. So we could get the move down today just because we had such an aggressive move up with no liquidity grab leading up to it. None whatsoever. You can see them here even on the 4 hour. Nothing taken. Could see that move down. Grab that into our box. Good news tomorrow. Pump back up out of here. A few more minutes, guys. I'd like to see a move up here. I would really like to come up right into here. Tap the 786. Let's set an alert on it. I don't know if we'll get it. That's just my ideal scenario. Reject from there. 3 minutes stochastic. Swap to the downside. It's already pointing down with volatility headed up, so we'll see. West Coast. Man, did you take my trades this morning? I was posting them. Nobody was reacting, so I figured y'all were all sleeping or something. I wish I had some sort of alarm where I could just hit the button. It would like buzz you at your house. Like, get up and take the trade. Up $2 on the day, guys. What do we do in Discord today? I got rugged on this scalp here. I lost 150 bucks on the scalp, even though my stop loss was at break even. But when CPI data hit, that sucker popped so fast. By the time it stopped me out, I was $150 in the hole. Maybe not on that one. That was $13 profit. This one was before. This was a 630 one. I shorted again right. I didn't even tell you guys. I shorted right before CPI data, just kind of blind guessing one way or the other. Put a stop loss at break even. And that way, if it took off, if it was a bad report and took off the downside, I was already in. I didn't have to try to hurry to get in. I wasn't risking much, or so I didn't think. Thought I'd at most lose a few dollars in fees, not $150 in slippage. West Coast was sleeping. Thanos, that's exactly what we need. That is exactly what we need. We're coming up on it now. Couple of minutes, guys. I want to see it come up a little more. I'm liking this thing. I'm liking this to the downside, though, guys. I'm tempted to just blind enter right here, guys. I might take a small crack because I do think we're headed down. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. We got to get Anthony on a text group chat for those morning trades. Well, shoot, if you're not hearing the ones I'm posting in Discord, you wouldn't hear it on text either, would you? By the way, guys, I'm not sure if you know what that means when I say I'm taking a shot, but that means I'm taking a shot. We're here. We're up 13 bucks, guys. We're going to... We don't go to Disney World. We'll go to Universal. That's an old saying. A lot of y'all may be too young for that. Uh-oh. We're up 40 bucks. We're up 50 bucks. Let me go ahead and manage this for just a second while we wait on this 845 candle, which is opening in 1 minute, guys. That's the candle we're looking for. I want to see a heavy push to the downside on it, but let me put a stop in here real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Uh-oh. Wrong button. That is my alarm that we're 1 minute out. Put a stop in here. Headed down, guys. I'm probably going to trail this stop, guys. So I may not make much on it, but that's okay, because I don't know what they're fixing to do. I'm really jumping the gun on this sucker. If I get stopped out, it's okay. because I'm jumping the gun on this move. We're up $100. Here we go, guys. 13 seconds. If I get stopped out, I'll probably re-enter depending on what happens at 8:45. I'd like to see a big, dramatic opening 8:45 candle to the downside. To the downside, and it's going to the upside. Look at there. Wouldn't you know it? Got 3-minute change. Technically, this would be long territory, guys. Are you long? According to our usual trade rules, we would long right here, guys. We'd long it back to the opening candle low, which is right here, 88.2. I am not taking this long, guys, but that is, it will probably be a good trade. I just like it to the downside. It's a squirrely day, guys. You can't really teach this stuff other than kind of living it. It's just experience. Somebody asked a question yesterday. Gosh, dog, I meant to make a note of it too. Somebody asked me a question in private message. And they're like, well, how do you keep getting this? How do you know that? And I really didn't have an answer. I don't remember what they asked me. I wish I could. I don't remember what they asked me, but the answer was there's no indicator. There's no line. It's just I've just seen this so many times. You learn to recognize it. You know, whatever you do for a living, when you see certain situations, you just recognize them. So some of this stuff comes with just with experience. All right, guys, I got stopped out of that trade. That's okay. I ran the hell out of it. I'm still looking to short. The technical trade, guys, if you took it, I'm not knocking you. I just didn't. The technical trade for our morning trade setup was the long at the entry here. You see we got the stochastic here, the gray, or if you're looking at the blue at the bottom, it ticked to the upside on the 3-minute time frame. And we marked out our first 5-minute candle, the high in the white, the low in the white. So the trade would be back up to the white line, guys. So you guys know that's the trade this morning. I just didn't take it. But those of you that did, this trade almost always works. So hopefully some of you took it anyway. John took it. Good job. Yeah, just because I don't take a trade, guys, doesn't mean the trade setups and strategies that I give you don't work. I'm up so much in the last 3 days that I'm kind of just being reckless right now. I'm just kidding. I'm not being reckless. I just think we're going down, and I'm waiting for a bigger trade. But for a lot of you, this is the morning trade, and this works. I just didn't take it. But it's a good trade. Almost always works. Just like it's working out this time, guys. This is a good trade. It's a small trade, but it's a good trade. You can make a couple $100 here. What I want to see is this 3-minute stochastic flip back to the downside, and I short. That's what I want to see. It's trying. It's trying. We'll take a look at a couple other things here, guys. Just kind of getting you through this little trade this morning. Max's long stop loss set in profit for $70. Good. The least you can make on this trade is $70. Good job, guys. I'm short, guys. I am short of $75. I shorted that flip right there. You saw the flip on the 3-minute stochastic. It just happened right in front of us. If you missed it, look at there. That's what I told you I was looking for. The flip to the downside with volatility still high. Volatility ticking up. This is fixing to get fast to the downside. It could. If you can break right here, you can move really fast to the downside. You got to break this. You've got to break this Market structure right here. If you can break this, we should head down, hopefully quickly. What did I do with my trade? There she is. Up 100 bucks. Let me get over here and manage it a little bit. I like to put stop loss. A lot of people think I put my stops in too quick. Well, I don't like to take losses, guys. So if I put a stop loss at, you know, barely in profit and I make 30 bucks, that's okay. That means price has come back up above where I was. And I made a little dollar and I can get a better entry anyway. Looking for lower, guys. Looking for lower, guys. If we come down, if those of you who want to be a little more conservative here, what you want to do is break this right here. If you break this line here, right here, we're going down. That's it. See all these lows, little struggle, 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 bust? That's your market structure in a lower time frame. If we break that, we're headed down. How far down? That's the question. The next low to break will be right here at 87K. You break that, guys, and you're probably coming all the way down to 85.2, 85.1, somewhere in there. So with the line in the sand is 87K, because you start coming to these liquidity spikes right here, you're going down fast. Questions? I know some of you got to have questions. John stopped out for 25 bucks. Yeah, it's a weird day, guys. The trade today, I know this is a good trade. You can make some money on it. Some of you made money. Max made money. John made money. The trade for today was in the VIP Discord because, obviously, CPI came out before we went live. That was the trade, and I walked you through it. I told you when I longed, okay? Told you I longed. Oh, I didn't even have time to type it out. It should have needed no explanation. Long, send, good CPI, send. And then later, a few minutes later, because it was moving so fast, I just didn't have time. Later, I just told you good trade. I hope y'all took it. That's when I took profit and was shorting. I said, I'm shorting 89.1. And I don't even remember what we made. We made like 1,200 bucks on the way up and 350 on the way down. So $1,500 plus dollars. What? Between 7:30 and by the time we went live at 8:30, we were out. So 1 hour we made $1,600 bucks in the VIP Discord. Those were the trades. It's just one of those days. It's CPI day, baby. Somebody tell me something good. Let's check on our subs, guys. We're giving away $500 today if we can get one more sub, guys. I need one more subscriber, one more real subscriber. No fakey stuff. If I get one more subscriber, so I need you to like the stream. I need you to share the stream and then put a 1 in chat. The reason you're putting a 1 in chat is so that I know you want to be included in the drawing. Otherwise, I don't know who wants in it. Thanos' bro just subbed. Nice. Thanks, brother. Well, tell your bro to send me one more person, and we'll give away $500. And if he's on stream, he needs to put a 1 in chat. I don't know who to put into the drawing. I don't know who to put in the drawing if you don't put a 1. That's the reason I'm requiring that. Let's look at price here. We're moving up. Okay, guys, for those of you that took the long trade, guys, for those of you that took the daily long the daily trade we always give, now is your, in my opinion, this is where I would take profit, guys. We come up, we're back to our level. The trade was a success, guys. The trade, we have a video out on this. We set the high, we set the low from the opening candle. We came down exactly at 845. Look at there. Look at my cursor at the bottom. 845 on the dot. We started the reversal. We got the tick up here in stochastic right there, exactly 845. That means long back to the bottom of the range. If we had come above the range at 845, we would short it back to the range. That is the trade, guys. And it almost always works. And it's a gimme. I mean, it is a freaking guaranteed gimme. If you want extra money every day, just take that trade. It always works. It always works. Almost always. I don't know the number, but if I had to say, probably 90% of the time. But now is your TP time, guys. It doesn't mean close the trade. If it's me, I'm TP here, okay? TP1. Depending on where you got in, if you got in where you should have got in, which is right here at the bottom of this candle, I'm going to come up a little. Let me go to the 1 minute. If you come, you're doing the same thing here. If you come for these, you're going to take them all. At least 50% of this wick. I would just TP at the bottom of this candle, right, or stop loss at the bottom of this candle. So you should still be stop loss and profit. You're moving up now, guys. Good. We are not in a short. We are closed out of our short. We are stopped out on that one for a little bitty $21. So between those two short attempts right there, we made 60 bucks. All good. Kind of sucks because we were up over 300 between the two of them, but it is what it is. This is really what we wanted to see to begin with. Remember, what we wanted to begin with was this move back up to the 786 of this local move. If we can get this move, I'm going to short the hell out of this if we get the reaction. I want the reaction, though. Still got the alert set there, guys. Let's see if Thanos's other person has subbed. $4.99, guys. One sub. Come on, between you guys. All the trades that I give you in VIP, y'all can give me one sub. Please. I don't know why. It's just a milestone. 888888. Yeah, that'd be nice. Something about that screams short to me. Let's look at a little bit more of the macro. Let's look at Bjorn. I've got the alert set here. If we come here, we may go straight down from here, guys. Look at this wick. We should recover 50% of this wick at some point, just like this big-ass wick from yesterday. We came up and recovered more than 50%. But you knew we would come get at least 50% of this wick because it's in balance. The books like to be balanced. This is a massive imbalance. So it is now balanced except for a little bit on this current wick. We have balance in the market. So this would be a sweet short right here. If we could come get it, get the reaction, head back down, clear out some of this, right near our box. If we lose this box, guys, look out below. If we lose that box, look out below. In fact, this is not, let me repeat, guys. I told you guys on Discord last night, this is not a blind trade. I would not enter a blind long right here. This is a look for divergences trade and a reaction trade. I would enter a blind long right here, maybe. Between the two, I certainly would enter one here before I would at this first box. I give this box, I only give about a 40% chance of this box holding. Even if you came down into it and you got one of these, I would still kind of look for more like this box. It's not to say you can't trade this and make a few $100. It's not to say that it won't rip up from there. But we've already come down to this area. Yeah, we didn't hit the box. We came down 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It's just not likely that that area holds again if it comes to it. But it can. And so the box is there, but it is a divergent / reactionary box. We have not come anywhere close to this, okay? Not anywhere close. So if we do come here, I do anticipate this box holding, okay? Doesn't mean it has to. And we will use proper risk management because we do have a lower box, guys. We do have a lower box. It is way down here at 80K, and I'm almost certain this box is going to hold, okay? We've not even thought about coming close to this. Look at this. We've not even come anywhere near that. So be careful. I give this one a 40% chance of holding, even if you get a bounce. This one I would give about a 70% chance of holding, at least through a good bounce. And this one I would give you about an 85% chance of holding to a really strong bounce. Take those with a grain of salt. Price moving up here, guys. but not where we want it. We want this 786 here, guys. Trying to get you in a good trade here. We just did this the scalp long trade. I know a few of you made money on that, but I'm trying to get you in a good trade so we can brag about it in Discord the rest of the day. And to me, I think this is a good area for a good trade. I still want to see a reaction, but that's what I'm looking for, guys. We come up into that. Let's see, I got a list. I got a couple things here. We're going to check on those 500 subs in just a sec. Bragging rights, Salt Chain. That's right. Salt Chain knows about these giveaways. Salt Chain was our last $1,000 winner. Tell the people if you got paid or not, please. Just let them know if you got paid or not. I don't want people thinking we're running a shady program. Definitely got paid. Bumped up my trade account. Yep, you got paid same day. Same day. Congratulations. You might get paid again if you put a 1 in chat. I haven't even gone through. I wish my... if anyone is in earshot listening, can you come in here and maybe write down everybody's name that put a 1 in chat? If anybody's listening. So I can add them to the Wheel of Destiny. If we get 500 subs, let's take a look back. We're still 1 shy, guys. No giveaway. Not yet. We're still 1 shy. Like the stream. Share the stream. Give it a big thumbs up. Share it. And give me 1 more sub on this stream. We're giving away 500 bucks. Salt Chain put a 1 in there. Jaffiel. I saw you on another stream yesterday. Whose stream was I watching? I can't remember whose stream I was watching. Who was I watching? I don't watch that many streams. I was really bored yesterday. I was watching a stream. I saw you on another stream. Somebody called out your comment. Whoever was streaming mentioned your name. Divine Hood. Yep, there it is, Divine Hood. Yep. He said, Jaffield, and then you were talking about Solana. Listen, I pay attention. I only flipped over to Divine Hood for about 5 minutes. He goes off. He's great. He's really good, but he gets off on too many CFD and oil. I think you asked about oil, maybe. Somebody asked about oil right in there. He gets out of all these commodities and stuff, and I just can't do all that. But I do like him. He's a good trader. But yeah, I pay attention. I said Jaffiel. I said, I know Jaffiel. We may not get it, guys. We may not get it. Let's drop down to the 1 minute. We're getting some divs. Do you guys know how to find divergences? Do you know how you're supposed to find divergences? Okay. This is technically a divergence, okay? But a lot of people would not call it a divergence. And it works out a lot of times because people would say, okay, you got the wick high there, you got the high there. So a lot of people say this is not a divergence, but it is because closures and divergences, divergences do not go by wicks, they go by closures, legit. So you switch over to line graph, you just switch it to line. And then you can actually see what's really happening because this is live price action, okay? Boom, lower there. Higher there. This is a bearish divergence. This might be shortable, guys. Anyway, this is only on the 1 minute, but you do have a slight divergence there. But line chart, I can't trade on line chart. I've just been so used to it. But I do switch over there when I look for my divergences, especially if they're close. It's like a questionable whether or not we had a divergence. Sure, guys. We're up 30 bucks. Hey, somebody was within earshot. Thank you. Got the old list of ones here, but we need 500 subs first. We are sure. Oh, shoot. I didn't do a full trade. No. I only did a partial trade. I only did 50%. Okay, no problem. All right, guys, we're short. We could still come up. I'm going to run a tight stop because I want the 786. want the 786, but I'm going to take a crack at it because I think we're going down today, guys. All signs are pointing down. I'm going to move the stop very slightly into profit just because I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose on anything, guys. I'm so competitive, I don't like to lose. All right, guys. We're up 30 something dollars, 32 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks on a half trade. It has this little scrolly thing where you just scroll over how much you trade, and it looked like this. I went, clicked it and went, whoop, and I thought I'd pulled it over 100%, but I'd only pulled it over 50 something percent apparently. Anybody short with me, guys? Anybody short with me? Moving back up now. I would really like to get stopped out and commit this 786. Let's take a look at some other things. We're harping on about this trade too long. I know, I'm sorry, guys. What do we got here? Salt chains at Hogborn. What are we calling folks out? No, Joffield, that is not correct. He definitely talks about commodities. He definitely talked about oil yesterday. That's when I clicked off when he went on to oil. He talks about gold. He talks about gold. He talks about oil. He talks about all that stuff. I clicked off when he was talking about oil because he said somebody must be from Australia because they care about oil. I remember that specifically. That's when I switched it off. He talks about the CFDs a lot. He goes on a lot about CFDs. I'm not knocking him. I like him. He's really good. I just I'm not into all that stuff, so I don't stick around for it. I just like to drop in, throw something in the chat, hit him with a super chat or something, and let him know I'm thinking about him. You know, just supporting the crypto community. That's all. I don't actually listen to his TA. I used to back in the day, but he's a good trader. I just kind of show some love to a few people that I respect in the industry. My man, my homesteader, Jason Casper, he does homesteading up wherever he is, and he was talking about it being difficult to survive on a carnivore diet, being a homesteader, because you got to have a lot of animals. It's just too much to, you know. And I told him he needs, I don't even know if he saw it, but I told him he needs to come homestead down in Mississippi where we do a lot of deer hunting. So it's easy to homestead the protein there. Growing peanuts, potatoes, deer hunting, chickens and eggs. Salt chain got distracted. That's okay. I got a list. Somebody brought me a list in here. We got a list. Okay, guys, let's look at a little bit larger time frame, and we'll kind of see what we have in store here. I think we're moving down, but we do have this big volume gap, okay? We've talked about this the last few days, and we're in it now. But just because you're in a volume gap doesn't mean you go all the way up through it, because just as fast as you go up through it, you can come down through it, right? You can go, and vice versa, just as fast, right here. Fast as you go down through it, you can come up through it, okay? We went down through it. It would lead to think that we could go up through it just as fast today, and we did about two-thirds of the way through. We didn't quite finish, which this box is at the top of the volume gap. So the ideal trade, the supreme ideal trade would be to come up into this. I just don't think we get there today, guys. I would love to, but I don't think we do. That would be great. I'm looking for a trade here. I'll run a tight stop right above this wick here, okay? If we don't SFP this wick, then I'm looking for this box, probably an SFP here. But I am going to try, if we get a reaction up this little 786 right here, for a short trade. And to the downside, we've already discussed our boxes to the downside. Let's take a look at Bjorn, my favorite indicator. Let's see what Bjorn is telling us. Okay, guys, you're missing out if you don't have Bjorn. If you don't know what Bjorn is an indicator that I created, okay? I know you guys in the VIP Discord know all about it. There's videos on it. You've seen the trades on it. It's this indicator right here, okay? Let me kind of hide some of this. It's this indicator right here. You get green and red dots, but they're not the same as the Cypher green and red dots, okay? They're programmed with a higher degree of accuracy. There's more parameters involved before you get them. And I've shown examples of this in the past. how it's far superior. Just like right here, you got the green dot on Cypher. You see, you follow me up, you got the green dot on Cypher. Well, if you took that green dot, you were absolutely wrecked. You did not get the green dot on Bjorn because we just simply rolled over, and Bjorn gave you the red dot to let you know the rollover. Anyway, I do like this because it shows money flow on Cypher. I do like to look at the money flow. But other than that, you're far better off of Bjorn. Currently, let's go to the higher time frames. Look at the weekly. We are under a weekly green dot on Bjorn, but it is not a fresh green dot. It is a green dot from last week, confirmed, though. It did confirm this week, so we'll see. And kind of what I like to do is, we got the green dot. Here's what I don't like about these green dots and red dots sometimes, and I've explained this in VIP, but you get the dot, you want to look at volatility, which is this multicolor line. When we got the dot, what you want to see is volatility headed up. That means you're going to go in a hurry the direction of the dot. This green dot here on the weekly, volatility is headed down, so that means you're going to get a weaker subpar move to the upside. Even though this is headed down, that's a measure of how fast you're headed up. You get it? Green dot means up, volatility means speed or aggressiveness of the move. So the move to the upside is less aggressive, if not an outright failure. So I don't usually take it if volatility is headed down. Going down 5-day. Green dot was way back here. We've already had a massive pump from that. That's played out. Doesn't mean it can't keep playing, but it's played out. 3-day, dot's way back here, played out. 2-day, nothing. Dot was way back here at the bottom. That is certainly played out, but good green dot. Daily. Nothing on the daily. Nothing on the daily. We're close. We are close, guys. And that's another thing here. Look here. You can get back-to-back green dots or back-to-back red dot, triple red dots here. Because you only get a green dot if the parameters meet, right? So if the parameters don't meet on Bjorn, you don't get a green dot. Just like right here on this candle. You got a green dot on the what are we on? Daily. Big red candle. Terrible. You didn't get a green dot here, so you saved your money. Tell you what I don't like, though, if we do get this daily dot as of now, two things I don't like if we get the daily green dot, which we're about to. Two things I don't like, so I'll have to play it by ear to see if there's a change here, but volatility is headed down, even though stochastic is headed up, and so we'll probably get a green dot at today's close, depending on price today. Probably get a green dot at today's close, but volatility is headed down, which means it'll be a subpar move, unless volatility ticks up. It means it'll be a weak move, if not an outright failure. I also use money flow. Money flow on the dailies coming out. So if you cross over into the red while you get this green dot, I would not take it. But if you do see money flow at the end of the day go and tick back to the upside, this would be a good green dot to take. So VIP Discord, we'll be watching that closely today. 16, let me erase some of this. 16-hour. Oops. Got a green dot on Cypher, no green dot on Bjorn. All the criteria aren't there. Wouldn't matter. I probably wouldn't take it because we're way down in the low in volatility. Oh, shoot. We're moving way down. Are we still in our short? Did you guys short with me? If you shorted with me, you're looking really good right now. We're short. Good job, guys. How many of y'all shorted with me when I shorted about 10 minutes ago? We've been talking. I haven't even been looking. 4-hour looks good. We're going to drop down there in just a second. Let's go to 12-hour. Nothing really going. Nothing really going on the 12-hour. Volatility headed to the downside. I don't like it. Let's go to the 6-hour. 6 hour is my favorite. So we got the green dot here on the 6-hour. We longed this in the middle of the night. I told you guys we longed this in the middle of the night. It played out beautifully. 6-hour green dot right here. This is perfect. Listen, this is a perfect example. So you got a 6-hour green dot, guys. For those of you learning Bjorn, Bjorn will retire you. You will quit your job if you trust Bjorn, understand Bjorn, trust Bjorn, and use it. Look, you got the green dot, right? Get the green dot. Pay attention. What happens at the green dot? Momentum is headed to the upside. Good. That means we're going to move aggressively to the upside. Again, it's not the 1-minute time frames, not the 15-minute. It's the 6-hour time frame, so it takes some time to play out. It's not going to happen in the next 30 seconds. Okay? You got the green dot, so we're looking for upside. Momentum's headed up, so that means we're going to go up aggressively. And on Cypher at the same time, you got the green money flow crossover. This is a beautiful trade, guys. Beautiful trade. I took this trade. I did get stopped out in all the craziness of 3.5% move to the upside. I trade with a $5,000 account, usually on 15x leverage, $75,000 margin times 3.5%. If I'd have rode this from to the top, $2,600, which is what we're up today. I think we're up $2,300, $2,400. So we got there in 3 different trades instead of 2, but we knew the trend was up. We just ran a little tighter stop. We've already discussed this because of CPI. Could have gone either way, so it got a little wonky, but beautiful, guys. This is the perfect setup. If you ever see this, look for those things. Green dot on Bjorn, check. Momentum headed up, check. And then look at money flow. Money flow is already calculated into the green dot on the bottom. It has to be headed in the direction of the dot or it won't fire off. But to see the crossover makes it even more powerful. Great trade, guys. Thanos, that's how you use this indicator. Let's look at Thanos' 4-hour. He said something about the 4-hour. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks good, Thanos. The problem here, Thanos, it does look good. Don't get me wrong. The problem here is this green dot is not fresh. It's 12 hours ago. So most of it's probably already played out. It doesn't mean it can't continue to push. But just like when I told you guys in the 12-hour last night in the VIP Discord, we can get the 12-hour dot. I flipped to the 4-hour to manage it, okay? Because that dot was fresh. 12-hour was fresh, but the 4-hour wasn't. So I knew could possibly get in a change in state on the 4-hour, certainly before the 12-hour. So if you're going to try to continue to trade under this dot, you have to drop to a smaller time frame, something like the 1 hour or the 90-minute, and see what's going on there, because it's going to bleed over to the 4-hour. Does that make sense? It would be one thing if this was if this were a fresh dot right here, like if we got the green dot right now, if we got this green dot right here right now, boom. Say that's a green dot. Yeah, we got momentum headed up. We got money flow in the green. We got the green dot long all day, okay? Long heavy, okay? And then drop down to the 1 hour or the 90-minute and manage it. And so if that were the case, you drop down here and manage it. So it's going to go up, right? Up, 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 up. As soon as you start to see, it already is, so it's a bad example. This would be coming up. But as soon as you start to see on the 1 hour, that stochastic flip down and or you get a red dot down here, then close the trade and get out. You're done with that 4-hour dot then. I'm done with that 4-hour dot then. And you know, there's other traders that do things differently. Nobody does things differently on the Bjorn though, because I'm the only one that has it. And the VIP Discord members, you're in VIP Discord, you get this for free for life. Even if you only join VIP for 1 day, you get the indicator and it never goes away. But that's just how I manage it. And you know, a lot of people may run looser stops and this and that. I just don't. I don't like it. It's just my style, guys. Making $2 or $3 grand a day is plenty for me, and we don't always do that. So we take losses. You see my losses sometimes. But that's just how I do it, and it's worked out for me. So I continue to do that. John is short with me. Good. All right, guys, let's look over at our subs. Let's look at the subs. $4.99, guys. We're going to be on the stream here for 12 more minutes. We're running to 9:30. We need 1 sub. I'm giving away $500. 1 subscriber. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add these names to the wheel. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, guys. I know this is distracting. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I got everybody in there. Everybody has put a 1 in the chat anyway. All right, let's go over some questions here while we wait to see if we get 500 subs in 10 minutes, or one more sub in 10 minutes, excuse me. I want to answer any questions you got. Alts, targets, fat penis. Yes. Yes, I gotta add you, my man. But I want to go over any questions you have. All right, got you added in there, Pat Phemex. Hogborn has no questions. All right, well, we're just kind of dancing around here. We're short, guys. We're short. I've showed you my trades. We're short. We're up 2,300 bucks on the day. But I'm going to wait a few more minutes to see if we get another sub or see if anything happens here. We have broken market structure on the 3-minute. You see it here, guys? Okay. If we can break this high and not SFP it, we could look for more upside, though. Okay? So be careful here. Be careful here. But if we come break this low, you see the white line. You see the white line. If we break that, we're headed down. And probably down fast. Bjorn can work on the 15-minute if you're scalping. That stuff, yes. That stuff, let's take a look. That stuff is just tough. And you can't manage it from the 15-minute. You'd have to drop down to the 5 or 6 minute to manage. Okay? So yeah, like right here. Today's a bad example for Bjorn or any other indicator, okay? When you have news events like this, guys, where the price is just stupid, any indicator you have goes out the window. I don't care what it is, okay? It only works on like typical days, you know what I'm saying? And surely that makes sense to everybody. So let's go back and take a look at something that actually makes sense, not CPI. Let's go look at it earlier in the day or overnight. Let's see here. So, yeah, here, look what happened. I'm going to mark this out. Let's just go through this really quick. We'll take a dot. Let's take this red dot, okay? We got a red dot right there on Bjorn, right? Okay? This worked even better because you got the red dot right in our box that I gave you guys in VIP Discord, so you already knew. But even if you didn't have this and you were just blindly kind of working yourself, you didn't have my levels marked out, you got the dots. Let's check out the move from high to low, from open to low, 0.5% move. $75,000 margin .005. Made 375 bucks. That's from top to bottom. But so when you enter it on this, correct, what are we looking for? I don't really like it necessarily because momentum is headed to the downside, which is why you didn't get a huge move. But let's just say you took it because momentum flippy-floppy so much on the lower time frames. You switch down to like the 6 minute or even the 3 minute. Let's go to the 6. Let's go to the 5. Okay, so the red line, you don't have a dot here on the 5 minute, but that's okay. We're working off the 15-minute red dot. We're managing it on the 5. Do you follow me? Okay, so you come down to the 5. You come down, it bounces a little, but you don't got a green dot. It just bounces a little, so you don't necessarily get out here because you didn't get the green dot. And what happened? Sure enough, you got another red dot right behind it. You came back down. When you finally got the green dot here, that's when you exit the trade right there. Boom. Let's mark that and we'll flip back to the 15. Okay, so that's where you exit the trade on the 5-minute time frame, even though you entered up here on the 15-minute, right? You follow me? And here we go. Because if you had waited until you got a green dot to exit on the 15-minute time frame, look, it's right here. So you're not getting out to somewhere up in here on this candle right here, and you've taken a big loss from your short that you entered right here. So you never manage the trade on the same time frame you take it, okay? You can get wrecked that way. This is a perfect example. So I hope that helps. Does that help, West Coast? Enter on the 15, drop to the 5. What would have made this a better trade? The only thing that makes it better, it's a good trade. You got the green dot or the red dot, which means everything was in play. Money flow is a little too high for me, but it is coming down. Momentum's coming down. Stochastic's coming down. The only thing that would have made this better for me, well, number one, if money flow was in the red, obviously taking a short, but if volatility was still headed up, because that means this move would have been a little more aggressive, a little deeper pullback. Does that make sense? But even still, I would not manage it from the 15-minute. I would have dropped to the 5. Because as volatility is picking up, that means it can move fast in a hurry. That means it can reverse on you in a hurry too. Hope that makes sense. A few more minutes here. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. And that applies, brother. If you enter on the daily, drop to the 12-hour, drop to the 4-hour, drop down. I like to manage those higher time frames on the 4-hour. If I'm on the daily, I might go to the 6-hour. But if you enter on the hour, drop down to the 12 minutes to manage it. If you enter on the hourly, never, ever, ever manage it on the same time frame, because by the time you get that signal, it's too late. By the time you get the reversal signal, it's too late most of the time. Guys, tell me, we have 2 minutes left. We're not going to come up one sub short. If we do, guys, don't worry. We'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, all right, I'll tell you what. If we get this sometime today, if we don't get it here in the next 2 minutes, we get this sometime today at 500, and we're still at 500 when we go live tomorrow, I will still do the giveaway. You'll just have to be back and put a 1 in the chat so I know to put you in. Because whoever I give it away to, I want to be here on stream. I want to do it live. Thanks for helping me, guys, though. We're only one away. And remember, we're still giving away $1,000 in the Discord for every VIP Discord member that you refer. You get an entry for $1,000 given away on Monday. I saw change the channel. A couple people, they haven't subbed yet. Yeah, you know, some people are headed to work or doing whatever they're doing. So, okay, guys, I'm going to hop off here in 1 minute. I will refresh that one more time to see if we have the giveaway. But you know what I'm looking for, guys, okay? Let's look at John's little scenario. 15-minute, no green dot. We didn't come through the lower time frame. 6-minute, got a green dot. This is a good long trade. We didn't take it. It doesn't mean a big long trade because, again, you're only on the 6-minute. You get this stuff on the 4-hour daily. You're looking for bigger trades. Not necessarily 6-minute, but look. You got the green dot. Okay? Volatility is headed up. You're in the green and actually curving back up slightly. Okay? So we would have taken this long if we were paying attention, and then we would drop to like probably the 3-minute to manage. Still looks good on the 3-minute. Everything's headed up. Volatility's headed up. Stochastic headed up. You're under the green dot there too. So this was a good trade. It's a scalp. If you're playing around with a 3 and 6-minute, you're scalping. Now, that's a 0.5% though. Scalps can turn into day, can turn into swing trades, but you treat the 6-minute as a scalp, period. And if you catch a runner, like we got in a scalp yesterday, we did it live here on stream. You watched me. I made over $1,400 on it. I sat here and showed it as it ran, and I told you, I said, we got a runner. We started as a scalp, and we caught a runner, and it was just tick, 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 tick. And we ran it all the way up for $1,400 profit right here on the stream. So, but treat it as a scalp, which means I trail a tight stop loss on the scalp as it moves up a little bit, you know. I just trail it. I mean, I do something like this. If I enter here, if I enter there, like as it moves up, as it crosses that line, I'm going to move it and put it right below that line. That way, if it comes back on me, I'm going to expect that line, that was a target line of mine, to be support and bounce. And if it does and bounces, then good. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to move it up a little more. And as it keeps going up, I'm going to move it up a little more. And eventually I'm going to get stopped out. but that's okay. That's how I treat my scalps. And every once in a while, you catch a scalp that runs and makes you 1,400 bucks like we did yesterday. Other than that, there you go. Boom, I'm stopped out. Great, made a couple $100. Other than that, for my bigger trades, I trade the higher time frames and I look for my targets. I look for my target zones, which you guys have. I do not trail tight stops there. I give them a little breathing room, and then I'll put a stop somewhere in profit. I'll have my targets, TP1, TP2, and I'll have stop loss and profit targets. I do put stop loss at entry pretty quick, but I give it a little breathing room, but not for scalps. No breathing room on scalps. No breathing room on scalps. Scalps can turn into day and swing trades in the wrong direction too, so no breathing room on those. All right, guys, one more refresh and we're out of here. $4.99. All right, guys, no giveaway today. One more sub if we get it throughout the day or on the live stream tomorrow. Either way, if we get 500 subs by the end of the day and we still have 500 subs on the stream tomorrow, I'm going to give away $500. I'm going to do the Wheel of Destiny. All you have to do is come here tomorrow, put a 1 in the chat, and I'll remind you, of course, and we'll give away $500. So thanks for coming by. Good job on the trades today. We were up a ton of money. I am in VIP Discord the rest of the day. Fire off your questions at me there, and I will answer them. And other than that, I will see you later.